Language Bank, page 138. We are looking at a chart in which we are going to use some expressions when you visit a doctor. I'm gonna ask Carlos Eduardo Capilla. Could you read the sentences that a doctor says when you visit him or her?
Saying the doctor, what's the
Sorry, what is the pronunciation of this? It's seeing.
Seeing the doctor. Doctor, what's the matter problem?
What's the matter?
What's the matter problem? How long have you had this problem? Where does it hurt?
Hurt.
Can I have a look at? It's nothing to worry about. I'll give you some pills, antibiotics, medicine.
Yes, thank you. Any question about these expressions? Vocabulary questions?
¿Qué es matter, por favor?
Problem.
Okay.
What's the matter? What's the problem? That's exactly the same. Any other question? What does hurt mean? Hurt.
¿Herida?
Doler. Where does it hurt? ¿Dónde duele?
What is painful?
Painful, doloroso. It is the adjective. Painful is similar to harmful. Both are adjectives. Like my cheek is painful or my knee is painful right now. Or breaking a relationship with someone is harmful or painful. So, Raul, could you read the expressions that a patient says when seeing the doctor?
Okay, patient. I feel sick terrible. I can't sleep. I'm worried about. It hurts when I talk. It's very painful.
Yes. And here we are missing an important expression that is I have. Like I have a headache. I have a stomachache. I have a earache. What else? Earache. I have a toothache. What else do we say? I have a headache, a stomachache. ¿Qué más podemos decir? An earache, a toothache.
Neck.
Backache.
Backache. A backache. What else? Dolor de garganta, we say a sore throat. A sore throat. Okay. Or you can also say, I have the flu. Or I cough a lot. Cough means toser, toso mucho. I have the flu, I have a runny nose. Tengo fluido nasal, runny nose. I cough a lot. So could you take notes about these expressions, please? Ready? Have you taken notes about this? ¿Ya tomaron notas? Yes.
Perfecto.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, profe.
Well, now let's go back to the student's book, page 62, please. Page 62. Mhm. So we are working now pages 62 and 63. It says vocabulary about illnesses or sicknesses. Another synonym of illnesses is sicknesses. Raúl Miguel, could you read part 2A, please? Match problems from 1 to 4 below with advice from A to D. Could you read the 4 sentences?
Okay. You have a head touch or
Ache.
backache. You have caught a cold, the flu. You have broken your arm or leg. You have a sore throat and a bad cold. You also have a high fever.
Fever. Mhm. So the word ache means dolor, and the pronunciation is ache. Headache, backache, toothache, what else? Stomach ache. So could you repeat, Raúl, number 1?
You have a headache
Or
or backache.
backache, headache, backache. Yes. You have caught, the pronunciation is caught. Este es el verbo en pasado participio. You have caught a cold. Or you have caught the flu. Mhm. You have broken your arm or you have broken your leg. You have a sore throat and a bad cough. This is cough. Tos. You also have a high fever, like coronavirus. These are the symptoms. Sore throat, bad cough, high fever. Okay, these are the advice or recommendations. Andrea, could you tell me number 1? You have a headache and backache. What is the recommendation or advice?
Take some painkillers or pills.
Yes. Painkillers or pills. For example, paracetamol, tramadol. What else? Other examples or painkillers?
Ketorolaco.
Ketorolaco, yes. Paracetamol, ketorolaco.
Ácido acetil salicílico.
What?
No.
Ácido acetil salicílico.
The aspirins?
Aspirina.
Aspirins. The aspirins. That's correct. So number 2, for Dalila, you have caught a cold or you have caught the flu.
You get some rest and drink lots of hot liquids.
Liquids. Yes, Cristobal, you have broken your arm or leg.
Get to the hospital for an X-ray.
It's letter B. Thank you. Fanny, you have a sore throat and a bad cough. You also have a high fever.
There are A.
Mhm. Take some medicine or antibiotics. Then 1 is with D, 2 with C, 3 with B, and 4 with A. We are correct. It says, work in pairs and discuss what do you do when you have a cold, a headache, the flu, to make yourself feel better. So we can talk about home remedies or remedios caseros. I usually go to bed with a hot drink. How about you? I don't do anything. I just keep on working. Pablo Rojas, what do you usually do if you have a stomachache? Pablo?
Drink a tea.
Mm-hmm. What kind of tea? Cinnamon
I don't know.
chamomile tea, lemon tea, black tea, green tea.
No, I don't know.
So, what can you tell me? Cummins tea, it's very good for a stomachache. Té de comino? If you have a terrible stomachache, you have to drink Cummins tea. Mm-hmm.
I drink Estafiote tea.
What is that?
Es una como ramita, pero bueno, a mí me gusta mucho y sí quita el dolor de estómago.
What is the name of that herb?
Estafiote.
Estafiate, yes.
Uh-huh.
I know that. Uh-huh. Sí, ya lo he probado y es dulcecito.
Sí.
Thank you. Well, now let's ask Gerardo Diaz, what should I do if I have the flu?
Flu es gripa, ¿no, profe?
Uh-huh.
No sé ni cómo se llama.
So what should I do if I have or if I've got the flu?
I take.
I or you? Because
you take.
give me some advice.
You take.
Okay. Now, to give advice, there are many forms. You can say, you should take something, or you should, and the verb, okay? Another one is to use imperative ideas, in which you have to say just take. Take Theraflu, for example, or drink Theraflu. Or why don't you, if you are very informal, why don't you, and you say something. Why don't you go to the doctor? Or why don't you take, what is the flu? Why don't you take Theraflu? Or why don't you go home and rest? So there are many forms or many expressions that you can use to give recommendations. These are some of them. You should, you can use imperatives, you can use the question, why don't you? ¿Qué otras se acuerdan para dar recomendaciones?
I think.
Uh-huh.
Se puede combinar, por ejemplo, yo pienso que deberías. I think you should.
Uh-huh. I think you should. Yes. Another one? ¿Qué otra?
I believe.
Hmm?
I believe.
Mm-mm.
No?
No, because you are not giving an opinion. You are giving advice. You should, or take something. Why don't you? I think you should. Or if
I recommend.
I If I
You
were you,
have,
I would. And you say something. What?
también podría ser you have o no.
You have to, but have to is a necessity.
Okay.
Puede ser you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm. You should or you shouldn't, yes. Shouldn't. You should or you shouldn't do something. Mhm. If I were you, would. You can. Not exactly. No. So the topic is giving advice, dar recomendaciones o consejos. You should or you shouldn't. Imperatives, why don't you? I think you should. Or if I were you, I would. I suggest. I suggest to, and you say something. To drink chamomile tea or to go home, etc. So these are the most common expressions for giving advice. Okay. One more time, Gerardo. What should I do if I've got the flu?
I should take. No, you should take.
Mm-hmm.
Tapsin.
You should take Tapsin. Yes, very well. And Mariana Gonzalez, what should I do if I have a headache?
What is headache?
Headache, head?
Okay. Paracetamol. I should.
You should.
You should tomar.
Take.
You should take paracetamol.
Yes. When you're talking about medicines, you always use take. Take paracetamol, take an aspirin, take medicine, take antibiotics, take pain, like this one, letter D, take painkillers, take pills, take tablets, etc. We always use the verb take for medicine. What else? Susana, you haven't participated today. What should I do if I forgot a backache? A backache. Your microphone, open your microphone, please.
My God, sorry. You should take a no. You should put a, how do you say pomada?
Unguent.
Unguent.
Mm-hmm.
You should put unguent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. On
your back.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Another one. If I have a backache, it's letter D. Could be letter D. Take some painkillers. Like, why don't you take some ketorolaco? Mm-hmm. Or some paracetamol or something like that. Okay?
Ajá. Es que no sabía que eran con las que estaban ahí. Inciso A, B, C, D.
No. It is an option. It's optional.
Okay.
You can use any recommendation or advice. Lupita Cortez. Thank you. Sí. What should I do if I have a toothache?
¿Puede repetir?
What should I do if I have a toothache?
You should to go a dentist.
Could you repeat?
You should to go a dentist.
You should.
A dentist.
Well, here we have some details to fix, to solve. You should to go. Is it correct? To go?
Go to.
Yes. You should go to a dentist. Correct.
Okay.
Remember that when you use the modals, in this case, should, the verb is always in simple form. You should go to a dentist.
Go to. Gracias.
Thank you. And let's go to the next part. Function, seeing the doctor. It says 5 reasons you don't go to the doctor. Any volunteer? Who wants to read? ¿Algún voluntario?
Para leer.
Para leer.
¿Cuál? La...
5 reasons. This part.
Yo.
5 reasons you don't go to the doctor. Who is you? Who is me? Name? Susana? Okay. Susana, could you read that part, please?
5 reasons you do. No. 5 reasons you don't go to the doctor. Did you know that men are 5 times less likely to visit a doctor? Likely to visit a doctor than women.
Women?
Than women. The reason they don't like waiting, in fact, 58 parents of men will choose not to go to the doctor when
even
when they should. Here are the top reasons people give for why they don't go to the doctor. 1, I'm fine. 2, I hate waiting. 3, nobody told me to go, like me, my wife, girlfriend, mother. 4, I don't want to talk about it. 5, I don't have time.
Yes. Then what about this? Is this true or not? It says that men are 5 times less likely to visit a doctor than women. Does this happen in Mexico or not?
Yes.
Yes. I think that is true. I agree with that because my father never goes to the doctor because he hates waiting. It says that it's a waste of time. He says that it's a waste of time.
Sí, muy tardado estar ahí.
You have to wait for a long time if you go to IMSS or ISSSTE.
Sí.
I don't like waiting either, but I usually go to the doctor. When I have a pain or I have an illness, I go to the doctor. So in this part, we are listening to a conversation, 2 conversations between a doctor and her patients. And then you have to answer the 2 questions and also letter B. What problems does the patient have? And what does the doctor suggest? Complete sentences from 1 to 6 below with the words in the box. And the words are matter, problem, hurt, look, worry, and pills. So I think it's a child's play. It's gonna be very easy for you. So let's listen and answer the 2 questions and complete the sentences, okay?
Unit 6. Recording at 6:26.
What about the audio? Is it okay?
Se escucha
Se
como con
oye un
eco.
poco en eco.
Eco. Escucha eco.
Conversation 1.
And now?
Sigue. Bueno, para mí sigue.
Todavía un poco en eco.
¿Se escucha el eco?
Sí.
Recording S6.6. Conversation 1.
And now?
Ya.
¿Quedó?
Hey there.
S6.6. Conversation 1.
Hello, I'm Dr. Andrews. Now, what's the matter?
Well, doctor, I feel terrible. I get these headaches and I feel sick.
Oh, how long have you had this problem?
A few weeks now, and I can't sleep at night because my head hurts.
You can't sleep?
That's right.
And are you very worried or under pressure at the moment?
No, I don't think so.
Do you have a healthy diet?
Quite healthy.
Do you drink tea or coffee?
Yes, I do.
How much?
Tea? Probably about 8 cups or 10.
A day?
Yes.
I see. And has that changed in the last few weeks?
Not really.
Okay. Well, the first thing is I think you should stop drinking so much tea and coffee. Try to drink just 1 small cup a day. I'll give you some painkillers for the headaches. Take 2 of these 3 times a day. I don't think it's anything to worry about, but if...
Conversation 2.
Good morning. How can I help?
Well, I'm worried about my foot.
Your foot?
Yes, it hurts when I walk.
I see. Did you do anything to it? Did you have an accident?
Well, sort of.
What happened?
I kicked a wall.
I see. When did you do that?
About a week ago.
Okay. Did you go to the hospital?
No.
Can I have a look?
Yes, of course.
Where does it hurt? Here?
Ah, yes, there.
Can you move it?
Yes, a little, but it's very painful.
I think it might be broken. It's nothing to worry about, but I think you should go to the hospital for an x-ray. I'll write you a note, and if...
One more time.
Unit 6. Recording S6.6. Conversation 1.
Hello, I'm Dr. Andrews. Now, what's the matter?
Well, doctor, I feel terrible. I get these headaches and I feel sick.
Oh, how long have you had this problem?
A few weeks now, and I can't sleep at night because my head hurts.
You can't sleep?
That's right.
And are you very worried or under pressure at the moment?
No, I don't think so.
Do you have a healthy diet?
Quite healthy.
Do you drink tea or coffee?
Yes, I do.
How much?
Tea? Probably about 8 cups or 10.
A day?
Yes.
I see. And has that changed in the last few weeks?
Not really.
Okay. Well, the first thing is I think you should stop drinking so much tea and coffee. Try to drink just 1 small cup a day. I'll give you some painkillers for the headaches. Take 2 of these 3 times a day. I don't think it's anything to worry about, but if...
Conversation 2.
Good morning. How can I help?
Well, I'm worried about my foot.
Your foot?
Yes, it hurts when I walk.
I see. Did you do anything to it? Did you have an accident?
Well, sort of.
What happened?
I kicked a wall.
I see. When did you do that?
About a week ago.
Okay. Did you go to the hospital?
No.
Can I have a look?
Yes, of course.
Where does it hurt? Here?
Ah, yes, there.
Can you move it?
Yes, a little, but it's very painful.
I think it might be broken. It's nothing to worry about, but I think you should go to the hospital for an x-ray. I'll write you a note, and if...
Then, Cristobal, what problem or problems does patient one have?
She has headache and she can sleep.
Yes.
And second person, he
Well,
food
sorry, could you repeat? What about the second person?
food.
The second person has a has some pain.
Pain in
Ah,
his
pain.
foot. In his foot.
In his foot, yes. Very well. And what does the doctor suggest to the first speaker? To the woman?
The woman, the doctor said,
We don't say reset, it's
she
prescribe.
Prescribe.
Prescribe. La doctora le receta.
The doctor
The
prescribe.
doctor
Take Breslins as medicamento o algo así.
Some medicine.
Medicine?
Is that true? Prescribes not to drink too much tea. The doctor prescribes not to drink too much tea. And what else?
Painkillers, algo así.
Painkillers, but that is to the second person.
No, the second person take X-ray in the hospital.
Yes. So the doctor suggests go to the hospital for an X-ray and take some painkillers. Yes. Now complete the sentences with the words in the box. Fanny, could you tell me the second one?
How long have you had these problems?
How long have you had this problem? Cristobal, number 3.
If give you some.
I'll give you some.
I'll give you some. Car.
No. Píldoras, how do you say píldoras?
Painkiller.
Píldoras, no painkillers. Píldoras. Pills. Pills. Painkillers, esos son los medicamentos para el dolor. Painkillers, medicamento para el dolor, como habíamos dicho, ketorolaco, aspirin, paracetamol, and tramadol, por ejemplo.
Es que en el libro sí está painkillers. Painkillers.
Sí,
Bueno, en el de nosotros. En el de nosotros. Bueno,
That's correct. Ya lo acabo de ver. Aquí lo tengo. So, pills or painkillers. Y en el audio sí escuchamos painkillers, ¿cierto? I'll give you some painkillers. Sí, ya me acordé. Y aquí en el libro así lo tengo, painkillers. Thank you. Dulce María, number 4.
Can I have a hot?
A what?
Look.
A look.
Look.
Can I have a look? ¿Puedo echar un vistazo? Stephanie Flores, number 5.
Where does it hurt?
¿Dónde duele? Where does it hurt? Andrea Morales.
It's nothing to worry about.
Yes. It's nothing to worry about. Now, what's the matter? Who says this sentence? The doctor or the patient?
The doctor.
Doctor.
What about the second? How long have you had this problem? Doctor or patient?
Doctor.
Doctor.
The doctor too. I'll give you some painkillers or pills.
Doctor.
The doctor as well. Can I have a look?
Doctor.
Where does it hurt?
Doctor.
Mhm. It's nothing to worry about.
Doctor.
All of them are said by doctors. Okay. Questions? ¿Alguna duda que tengan?
No.
No? So let's check these answers. How long have you had this problem? I'll give you some pills or painkillers. Can I have a look? Where does it hurt? It's nothing to worry about. And what about this one? It says, conversation 1. The woman feels terrible. She gets headaches and feels sick. She can sleep at night because her head hurts. The doctor says she should stop drinking so much tea and coffee, only 1 small cup a day. She gives her some painkillers, and she says she should take she should take 3 times a day. In conversation 2, the man is worried about his foot. It hurts when he walks. It's very painful. The doctor thinks it's broken and that he should go to the hospital for an X-ray. Okay. Now number or letter C, complete sentences from 1 to 5 below with the words in the box. Raul, could you tell me number 1, please?
I feel
Sick.
sick.
I feel what?
Sick.
I feel sick or terrible. Dalila, the second one?
I can't
No puedo. I can't.
sleep.
Sleep. Aldo, Sergio, the next, please.
I am
Worried.
worried about.
Yes. Gerardo Díaz.
It's painful.
It hurts. Hurts. It hurts when I walk. And Roberto Rosas, number 5.
It's very painful.
It's very painful. Thank you. Now I need to clear them to check the answers. We have less than a minute. I feel sick. I can't sleep. I'm worried about. It hurts.